So let's talk about the current state of the new Judgment Day, all right? We all know that it's Finn Balor, JD McDonough. We got Carlito, Dirty Dom, a.k.a. now he's Daddy Dom. Not by my standards. I don't call him Daddy Dom. And Liv Morgan, right? Liv Morgan calls him Daddy Dom, and so be it. Now, the only real change is that Liv Morgan's the only new addition. It's more about the subtraction. Now, the subtraction, of course, being the most popular member of Judgment Day by a long shot, by many, is Rhea Ripley, Mommy, and of course, Damian Priest. Now, those two, aka the Terror Twins, have a match at Bash in Berlin, August 31st. Mixed tag match versus Liv Morgan, the world champion, and of course, Dirty Dom. Again, Daddy Dom, her words, not mine. I'm just going to call him Dom. That being said, some have said that they need to add more members because, again, Judgment Day not being the same, and that's the last thing they need to do because this faction, this new rendition, this version of Judgment Day, in all likelihood, will not be here come January 1st, 2025, right? They are really still alive and still a thing for the sole intents and purposes of the feud with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. Now, not just for Bash in Berlin for this mixed tag match, obviously. It's more about, that's just a little fun stop on this ride to Bad Blood, October 5th, obviously, of this year. And by the way, I'm so excited that they're bringing back Bad Blood. I remember it, 1997, that was where we saw the first ever Hell in a Cell match take place. Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, who interfered, the debuting Kane. Exciting stuff. By the way, 2 weeks prior to that was my first ever Monday Night Raw, Madison Square Garden, 11 years old. First stunner ever hit on Vince by Stone Cold. Just flooded with memories. Bret the Hitman Hart in the main event. Good stuff. Anyway, let me try to shift back here to the Judgment Day. So again, Bad Blood. Pun very much intended. There's been a ton of Bad Blood, especially this whole calendar year between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, right? Rhea put Liv on the shelf with an injury. Then Liv came back, put Rhea on the shelf. The Raw after WrestleMania, that immediate Monday after WrestleMania 40, hurting her in the hallway backstage during their brief scuffle. And so Rhea was on the shelf for 3 months, had to vacate her title after successfully defending it against Becky Lynch. Unbelievable stuff. You can't make this up. So a lot of animosity between the two. One injured the other, at separate times. And if I could just add real quick something outside of the Judgment Day, let's talk about animosity due to an injury, right? Dating back to the Royal Rumble for CM Punk. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre obviously cost CM Punk his opportunity at Seth Rollins, potentially for the world title at Mania. Drew took his spot, but then Damian Priest cashed in, and we know the rest of what happened. You need to see Liv Morgan put her world championship on the line against Rhea Ripley, where I think Rhea will come out with the victory. And then you need to have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in Hell in a Cell. Now, the argument could definitely be made for Finn Balor and Damian Priest, right? They're certainly going to feud after Bash in Berlin, right? They are far from done. It may culminate on an episode of Monday Night Raw in September or October. As much as I would love to see that happen at Bad Blood, I'm not so sure. The cards are usually 5 matches, 7 at most. I mean, that's even a stretch under the Triple H era. And I get it. It's quality over quantity. I am here for that 1,000%. But the argument could be made that we could see Finn and Damian Priest have a match at Bad Blood, even in a Hell in a Cell. But again, if it's going to be one women's match, one men's match, it needs to be Drew versus CM Punk. Although they could have a match there, it could have a special stipulation of some sort. But again, you best believe that Rhea and Liv will probably wrap up around Hell in a Cell, or at Bad Blood in Hell in a Cell. And the other thing about that that's kind of funny is I don't think October has been very kind to Liv Morgan. If you remember 2 years ago, October 2022, Extreme Rules, October 8th to be specific, the returning Bray Wyatt. God, do we miss him, right? That is where she lost to Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey regained her title that Liv had cashed in on her at Money in the Bank the night she won Money in the Bank and then won the SmackDown Women's Championship. So again, I think this will be the second time, in a couple of years, come October, that she's going to lose. There's no way in hell that Liv Morgan is making it out of Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood, still champion, unless Dom tries to interfere, which I do think he will try to interfere in some capacity, but I still don't even see that boding well for either one of them. So that's what I see happening. That takes us to at least early October with the whole new Judgment Day and the Terror Twins. And we'll see what happens after that. Could they clean their hands of these feuds collectively and entirely with the Terror Twins and the Judgment Day? Absolutely. And then we could just continue to watch the implosion of the current state of the Judgment Day from October up until potentially the rest of the calendar year for 2024. Like I said, there's no way the Judgment Day make it into 2025 still a thing. Liv will blame Dom probably for losing her title. Finn and JD, whomever they end up losing their tag titles to, they could easily spin that into a feud. They've known each other forever, even way before WWE days, right? And Carlito, well, Carlito, he'll be fine. You know, he got cut from LWO for being disloyal to Rey Mysterio and company, and so he'll just join the next faction, the next popular faction he sees on either Raw or SmackDown. So that won't be a problem for him to find work there. So that's my take on the Judgment Day situation. Would love to know what you guys think in the comments. What are you looking forward to most out of this? I would have to assume Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. To me, that's the juiciest of this whole Judgment Day saga, right? But that takes nothing away at all from Damian Priest and Finn Balor's whole entire situation that they're definitely going to have go on in September or maybe October. And like I said, probably happen on an episode of Raw, if not Bad Blood. But this is good stuff. And again, guys, Judgment Day needs no new members. They need to rock with who they got now. That's it. And just let the implosion be from October to December and leave it at that, right? So we'll see what happens. But, you know, drop a comment. Let me know what you think.